Hi folks, Kenny from ScotPhil here. Good to see you once again. Please take a moment to like the video, it gets it out to others like yourself. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. Today is all about SRRV, that's the Special Resident Retirees Visa, and my retirement plans in the Philippines. So, let's jump in. Okay, as you will know by now, my plans to retire in the Philippines have taken a back seat for the last 18 months, while we wait for the world to get back to some kind of normality. I did, however, get a shot in the arm, no pun intended, this week when I heard the Philippines border will be open to those applying for the SRRV. I had previously told you that all foreign tourism had been banned, and that hasn't really changed. The difference now is that if you can show you are applying for the SRRV after arriving in the Philippines, then you will be considered for entry to the country. There are a few barriers to clear, but this is good news, as I can now resume making plans for my retirement. Without explaining all the various retirement options, I'm just going to deal with the SRRV Classic. At the moment, it's open to over 50s with or without a pension. In my case, I don't have my pension yet, so the initial requirement for me is to deposit at least $20,000 in a designated account. That's a little under 15,000 UK pounds. I can use this to purchase property or leased land, valued at $50,000 or more. That's a little under £37,000. The alternative is to leave the initial amount, $20,000, in the bank untouched. Document-wise, I have one, my UK passport, which normally would give me 30 days entry, although I may need to apply for a 9A tourist visa. 2, proof of vaccine, downloaded copies, the official NHS letter, and QR codes. 3, my birth certificate. 4, police certificate. That is now a year old, so I may need to get a new one, as I think if it's older than 3 months, they won't accept it. So far I know I need to get 5, a medical certificate from my own doctor, so that should be easy enough. 6, an entry exemption document, EED. This is applied for through the PRA, Philippines Retirement Authority. And 7, a completed SRRV application form, and on top of that there will be some fees to be paid. The processing fee is $1,400, £1,000, and my good friend Al, who lives there already, is looking into a couple other things for me, including a couple of visa consultancy firms which, if I decide to use, will have their own fees to pay. As of yesterday, the 8th, quarantine in the Philippines for travellers that are double jabbed have been reduced by the IATF, the Interagency Task Force, to 5 days plus a PCR test in designated hotels and 2 days if at your final destination, if negative. Sorry about all the abbreviations, but that's the Philippines for you. Anyway, a night out and flights will have to wait until I have better timeline, and I'll keep everyone up to date with any progress each week as it happens. I'm waiting to hear when I'm going to get my flu jab and my vaccine booster, which should be this month. That's when I got the flu jab last year. And they're doing them together. So definitely a better outlook today, even though it's still going to take a bit more work. But as I say, nothing ever comes easy. That's it for now. Until next week. Stay well, stay safe, see you soon, hopefully.